Mic check, mic check. Check one. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Check one. Check one. Mic check. Mic check.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bill Copeland Arena here in Burnaby as we get set for tonight's BCJBT Tier 1 matchup between the Burnaby Lakers and the Maple Ridge Burrards. Jagraj Lally on behalf of the incredible crew of Trickshot here with the call tonight, joined by Shahan on camera, Matthew in the producer's chair. Our pleasure to bring you the broadcast here tonight from the Bill Copeland as we get sent to bring you this B1 matchup between the Maple Ridge Burrards and the Burnaby Lakers. For the Lakers, they're coming off a tough loss to the New West Salmon Bellies last time out, as it was a game in which the Burnaby Lakers were trailing 12-9 entering the third. New West would outscore the Burnaby Lakers 6-0 in the final frame to secure the win. Big night for New West's top line. They scored 4 power play goals, capitalizing on a lengthy Burnaby penalty sequence in the second period. Burnaby scored 8 times in the second period. They led 12-9 after 40 minutes of play, but they were shut out in that third. The Salmon Bellies outshot the Lakers 64-42 throughout the game. So, Burnaby's going to be looking to bounce back as hard as they can. Meanwhile, for the Maple Ridge Burrards, they lost to the Delta Islanders 11-8 at home on Friday night, a game in which the Islanders scored 4 power play goals, 3 straight in the second period, to turn a 4-3 deficit into a 7-4 lead. Dion Gonzalez led Maple Ridge with 3 goals, including the game-tying marker early in the third period. The Burrards did tie the game at 7 at 1 point, but Delta would score 4 of the next 5 goals to regain control. Big performances for the Islanders: Logan Lawrence, Jack Taylor, Holden Johnston, and Carter McIntyre. Maple Ridge outshot Delta 50-47, but the Islanders capitalized on key opportunities and their special teams chances. Looking at our two teams coming into tonight, the Maple Ridge Burrards are on a 4-game winless skid, averaging about 6 goals a game so far this season. Their special teams have been a bright spot, 24, near 25% on the power play. They've killed off 73.3% of opposing opportunities. The Lakers coming off a loss of their own, of course, losing to the New West Salmon Bellies back on Friday. So for Burnaby, they're going to be looking to try and get that special teams going. It's been inconsistent all season long, just 18% on the power play while having a 53% penalty kill rate. So my 3 keys of the game for the Burnaby Lakers here tonight. Key number 1 is going to be to stay out of the box. The game features 2 teams that have struggled at times defensively, but Maple Ridge has a clear special teams advantage. The Burrards power play near 25% and near 74% penalty kill for Burnaby. I just talked about the numbers as well. So if the Lakers continue taking penalties, Maple Ridge's top scores could make them pay. So Burnaby has to stay out of the box. Key number 2, which offense shows up? Burnaby averages near 7 goals per game, near 6 goals per game for Maple Ridge. And, of course, this game has the league's leading scorer among these two teams in Phoenix Cholin, 40 points for Cholin this season. The Burrards counter with a dynamic duo, Tristan Pritchard, 36 points, Nate Bonner, 34 points. The team whose stars could win the matchup could decide the outcome. Key number 3 is to protect the lead and finish strong. Both teams are coming off games where momentum swung dramatically. Maple Ridge battled back from a 7-4 deficit to tie Delta before allowing 4 of the next 5 goals. Burnaby led New Westminster 12-9 after 2 periods before surrendering 6 unanswered goals in the third. Neither team has shown an ability to close out games, making the final 20 minutes of this one a major storyline tonight. Of course, a beautiful Sunday night here at Bill Copeland Arena. The players get set as they take the floor, and of course these two teams, I believe they have met once before this season. No, this is actually the first game between these two teams. So Burnaby and Maple Ridge facing off for the first time this season. It should be a fun one between these two teams, and as I talked about as well, it could be a hard-fought game. Plenty of future WLA and senior level talent. So the Maple Ridge Burrards are wearing blue jerseys with the white and the red trim. And the Burnaby Lakers will be coming out in their white jerseys with the green and orange trim. Matthew Quebeca will get the start here tonight. And, of course, the scoring leaders on both of these teams talked about Phoenix Cholin. 40 points this season, averaging near 3.3 points per game. He is the engine of the Burnaby offense, leading the team in goals, assists, and points. One of the most productive players all season long here in the BC Junior B Tier 1 League. A 5-point performance for Phoenix Trolland against New West. For the Maple Ridge Burrards leading their charge, we talked about him a bit earlier on, but Tristan Pritchard, 36 points in just 11 games played, one of the premier scorers in this league, leading the Burrards with 24 goals and 36 points. A pure finisher is Tristan Pritchard. He remains the focal point of Maple Ridge's offense. Looking at the standings between these two teams, Maple Ridge comes into this one 8 points. They have a 3-10 record, 6 points this season for them. For the Burnaby Lakers, 1-9-1, 3 points for them this year. Special teams, Burnaby sitting in 8th place with a near 18% power play success rate. Maple Ridge just above them, near 25%. As the last few Lakers here making their entrance to the floor at Bill Copeland. We'll throw it down to the floor as we get set for the national anthem, then opening face-off coming up next from the Bill Copeland Arena.
Please remove your caps for the playing of the Canadian national anthem.
It's Sunday night, and you know what that means. It's time for Burnaby Lakers Junior B1 Lacrosse, presented by Trickshot on TrickshotLive.ca. We get set for today's starting a netminder, starting in goal for the Maple Ridge Burrards. Looks like it's going to be number 00. Blake Hastings getting the start. 13 games played this season, a 9.98 goals against average, .801 save percentage. He has seen a significant amount of time for the Maple Ridge Burrards. And then over for the Burnaby Lakers, you know him, you love him. It's going to be number 35, Matthew Quebeca. This season, he's seen the bulk of Burnaby's workload, a league-high 404 shots faced by Matthew Quebeca. He's been tested heavily night after night and remains the Lakers' most experienced option between the pipes. Of course, Matthew Quebeca, longtime member of the Burnaby Lakers lacrosse program. He's progressed through the minor system into the Junior B1 squad, and also a former representative of his province at the U17 level, as he played with Team BC at the 2024 Provincial Box Lacrosse Championships. Well, the opening face-off gets set to get underway here at Burnaby's Bill Copeland Arena. As taking the face-off will be Phoenix Trolland for the Burnaby Lakers, their leading scorer. He'll be up against Aiden Hertzlet of the Maple Ridge Burrards. Both teams looking to get a win here, as it will be a fun one. Burnaby going from right to left on your screens, wearing white with the green and orange, while going the other way are the Maple Ridge Burrards. We're off and underway here at the Bill Copeland Arena. Jagrod Zully with the call on behalf of the incredible crew of Trickshot, joined by Shahan on camera and Matthew in the producer's chair, as we are back with another B1 matchup here at Bill Copeland. Coming down the floor is going to be James Kitch for the Burrards. He'll instead hand it off. As the drop off to Nate Bonner gets through. Bonner comes down the near side, stops up near the half wall. Bonner treads up the right wing as he'll hand it off. Here's Dion Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins, still has the ball, will fire, he scores! Dion Gonzalez, 43 seconds in, and Maple Ridge wastes no time finding the back of the net as Gonzalez has made it 1-0 Maple Ridge. And you take a look there, lots of possession time kept by Dion Gonzalez as he trusted himself with the ball and wires one past Matthew Quebeca. Another great angle there of the goal. Dion Gonzalez has made it 1-0 Maple Ridge. Back to live action as the Burnaby Lakers will get their first offensive attack here of the game. Spinning around now to the far side are the Lakers. The ball will come back up top. Here's Lincoln Jansen-Shobe. Jansen-Shobe hands it off to Trolland. Trolland spins once, goes back up top. Trolland tries to evade through the oncoming pressure, but Maple Ridge with great defensive hustle, they're able to force the turnover. The Burrards have possession at the far side. James Kitch knocked away from the ball. And it comes back here to Bennett Burns. Burns comes down the near side for the Burrards. Back come Maple Ridge. Good centering feed. Tristan Pritchard stops back, hands it off to Goodall. Aiden Goodall will come back down the near side. Handoff gets through here. Out to the left as Maple Ridge look to move the ball behind the goal line. However, Burnaby is able to force the turnover, as it will still be a battle along the near side corner. So it looks like a turnover here, and it's going to be Burnaby ball. As the Lakers will head up down the near side, here is Clare. Taryn Clare across the center floor. Clare will hand it off, gets it out to the right side, a shot, and then that one was well wide off the net of Blake Hastings. Coming down the left wing, it's Will Weinstein to the net, scores! Will Weinstein responds for Burnaby, and the Lakers tie the game at 1. So after Dion Gonzalez opened the scoring, Will Weinstein able to get through and make no mistake to get the ball past the netminder Blake Hastings. And Weinstein has tied this game up at 1 for the Lakers. Of course, Will Weinstein out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Went to Shan High School out there in Colorado, so if anyone is watching from Colorado tonight, appreciate you tuning into the broadcast, and go Nuggets. Ball will come back out now to the far side. A bouncing pass ends up back in front. Here is Goodall. Down the near side, moves the ball up the floor. As the Burrards look to keep going, here's Bonner. Bonner out to the far side. Heavy pressure. Ball ends up back up top. Long shot, and that is turned aside by Quebeca. It's a great save there on Ben Burns. Out to the night and the near side, it's Goodall. Goodall moves the ball across the floor, ends up back up top. Here's Goodall at the right. Good pass across the floor. It ends up back here with Colton Teasdale. Teasdale holds back for Nate Bonner. Bonner fakes, fires. Saved by Quebeca as he had the wickets closed. The Lakers will pick up possession. They'll look to head up the floor. Here comes Waslin. Walks on in, shoots, and a blocker saved by Hastings. Rebound in front, and then ends up off the end wall. The ball will come back out now to the far corner. Lucas Ward. Ward has it. He'll walk to the half wall. As shuffling the feet there and picking up the ball. The loose ball is Lincoln Jansen-Shobe. A bit of a shovel pickup there. Hands it off to Phoenix Trolland. He'll leave it for West. West sets the screen. Back for Trolland at the near side. Centering pass to West, gets through. West moves it back to the half wall. As the Lakers have possession, they'll try a shot from up top, and that is stopped easily by netminder Blake Hastings. Dibwad will pick up possession here for the Burrards as they'll look to get their offense going. Scored the game's opening goal, courtesy of Dion Gonzalez, and since then have conceded one as this is a 1-1 tie. Here's Aiden Hertzlet. Hertzlet, Nate Bonner, back out of the near side. Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to cut right towards the net. Ends up back up top, loose ball, and it's going to be a over and back before the shot clock violation. Burnaby will get possession regardless. The Lakers will take over from the far corner. 1-1 the score here. 15:50 to go in the first period. Appreciate everyone tuning in on TrickshotLive.ca or the Trickshot YouTube channel. Ball will end up back out top. It's going to end up over and back. So now we will have a change of possession as the Maple Ridge Burrards will look to set up their offense here, beginning with possession at the near corner. Back to live action, Goodall. Knocked away. Here's Hepner. Hepner moves the ball back out now to the far side. Good pass to Nate Bonner. Bonner fakes, moves his feet, drops it back up top. Here's a low shot attempt there. And Kane Hepner will count as Hepner. Good traffic in front, having some words for the Lakers. As he heads back, it looks like the initial shot was stopped, but Kane Hepner will get credit as, that one ends up behind Matthew Quebeca. He was reaching back. I thought the initial save was made, but that ball just trickles behind the goal line. So Kane Hepner is going to get credit with the tie-breaking goal, and the Burrards are back up by 1. Back comes Phoenix Trolland now for the Lakers as he'll get the pass across to Bryce Manson-Gordon. Manson-Gordon hands it off. Here's Trolland. Up top, Trolland moves the ball across the floor, ends up back out now to the right side. Here's Landon Garau trying to go on in, pinned against the end wall. Garau has the ball taken away from him. Back come the Burrards down the near sides. Kitch hustles his way across the floor, has it back down to the far side. Goodall gains possession out to the near side. Gonzalez, a stutter step, spins back around. Gonzalez leaves it back up top, looking to race on in. A low shot there, saved by Matthew Quebeca. The ball ends up back out now to the far side. Here's a shot from the left side, a swing of a shot with that right shoulder. Gonzalez will pick it up at center floor. He's able to keep it alive. They play alive for the Burrards. He'll hand that one off, ends up back here out to the right. Here's Tristan Pritchard, tries to go on in. Pritchard hands it off. Goodall, extra pass out to the left. Have a penalty coming up here. This is going to go against the Burnaby Lakers. So the Maple Ridge Burrards will get the game's first power play. Goodall up top, fake. Shot clock violation is going to be called, but we will have a penalty. It's going to be a slashing call against the Burnaby Lakers. So the Maple Ridge Burrards, with a 24.3 power play success rate, will have a chance to head to the power play, as Peter DeJong is going to be heading off 2 minutes or less for slashing. Burrards power play looking to get to go to work here, as this is a Maple Ridge Burrards power play with 18 power play goals on 18 power play goals, 27 power play goals against for them this season. Bonner up top, long shot stopped away by netminder Matthew Quebeca. As shorthanded, now the Lakers will come down the near side. Dong just shovels that one forward. Pritchard with the interception for the Burrards. As Pritchard will head up the floor, hands it off now to the left side. Tilley. Now we have an illegal substitution penalty here against the Maple Ridge Burrards. And so it looks like, no, it's going to be another Burnaby penalty. Check that. Unless I'm mistaken. No, it is going to be a Maple Ridge penalty. I'm correct. Illegal substitution, bench minor against the Burrards. So their power play is quite short-lived, only lasted 35 seconds. So we will now head to 4-on-4 lacrosse. Ward will bring it up for Burnaby. He'll come out the far side. Ward stops back. That's Lucas Ward. Spinning. Ward lost the ball. Tried the low pass there to Brady Gallant, but unable to get the pass through. Burrards will get back possession of the ball. Doucette crosses center floor. And Doucette scoops that one off. Here's Dylan McDougall. All right, check that. That is Nate Bonner for the Burrards. Bonner hands that one off, ends up to Chase Vanderwall. Back for Nate Bonner. Here's Bonner, shoots, and that's wide of the far post. Low ball, loose ball, comes back. Here's Ben Waslin, one-on-one. Waslin shoots, scores! Ben Waslin, the captain, on the 4-on-4 opportunity, and the Lakers have tied the game at 2. A loose ball scooped up by Waslin. He makes no mistake. One-on-one against Blake Hastings. And Captain Laker himself has brought this game to a 2-2 tie. We'll tell you more about Ben Waslin in just a bit. Someone's lost their stick. I believe that is Anthony Kaleja, who has lost his stick. However, loose ball's picked up by Downsley anyways for the Burrards. Downsley will come back out now to the far side. Hands it off. Smart pass up top for Kane Hepner. Hepner already with a goal here today for the Burrards. Hands it off to the other goal scorer, Dion Gonzalez. As the pass comes back in front, Bonner tried to go behind the back. Gonzalez tries to pick up the loose ball at the near side corner. Gonzalez lost that one as the Lakers will look to go. They're looking to catch the Burrards off. Sandini will get back possession here. And Waslin, of course, the local Burnaby product, also a multi-sport athlete who plays hockey and football at a Notre Dame Regional Secondary School. I believe he is also a brother to Noah Waslin, the backup goaltender tonight for the Lakers. Long shot, Trollin scores! Trollin with a beamer of a shot beats Blake Hastings from up top. And the Burnaby Lakers have their first lead of the game. It's a 3-2 lead, power play goal for the Lakers. And that's a power play goal that the coaching staff will appreciate. You see there, Phoenix Trollin with the shot. A power play for the Lakers that sits 8th in the BC Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League, just 17.5%. Only their 8th power play goal all season long. And the Burnaby Lakers are up 3-2. Here's Kitch. He'll hand it off for the Burrards. Back for Bennett Burns. Burns out now to the far side. Extra pass, Aiden Hertzlet. Out to the far side. Bonner gets the pass at the near wall. He'll hand it off. Here's a chance. Goodall drives right to the net. Passes it behind the net. Circling around the perimeter. Circling around the perimeter there are the Burrards, but unable to get a shot on net. It is going to be Burnaby Lakers ball. Lincoln Johnson Show, fresh off the bench are the Lakers. As he'll hand it off, here is the Lakers now on offense once again. Ball is sent back. Long shot stopped away by Hastings. Rebound ends up in front of the net. As Will Weinstein will walk in, and a goal is scored. No, they're going to say no goal. It's going to be a crease violation. As the Lakers were celebrating, but it ends up being called back due to crease violation. We saw a couple no-goal calls last night in the hockey game, if anyone was watching. Ball will come back out now to the far side half wall. Outside the perimeter, the Burrards look to continue to go to work. Bonner up top goes low, and that ends up wide of the net. As the ball will come back out onto the near side, here's McDougall. He'll work up the floor. McDougall comes down the near side, stops back. McDougall will hand it off to Trollin. Phoenix Trollin, the most recent goal scorer in tonight's game. Trollin for West. West sends that one back out now to the far side half wall. As the Lakers still look to move the ball, Lucas Ward fights against the oncoming pressure, tries to bounce shot there, and that will be denied. As Trollin gets it back, low shot there, just wide of the near side post. Now the Burrards will look to pick up the loose ball, try and get it out of their own end, but look at the feisty play there by Will Weinstein. It is going to be a play called back. I think we have another illegal substitution penalty here. We'll see what the call is going to be. The back official behind the play had the call, and yes, indeed, it's going to be another bench minor against the Maple Ridge Burrards. It's their second bench minor, and this penalty will be served by Cash Barclay of the Burrards. So the Burnaby Lakers coming off of that power play goal from Phoenix Trollin, looking to make it another one, trying to go 2 for 2 on the man advantage here tonight with a goal here. Phoenix Trollin will hand it off, ends up back out to Lucas Ward. Back up top, Trollin. Now to Weinstein. Will Weinstein looking for his second goal, as is Phoenix Trollin. Lucas Ward, Phoenix Trollin. Trollin works off the screen, up top. Long shot stopped away by Blake Hastings. As the ball is now picked up here by the Burnaby the Burrards rather. Doucette looks across center floor as we have a 8-second violation called. And this is going to be Burnaby Lakers ball. They'll get possession right back on the power play. 9:14 to go in the first period tonight here at the Bill Copeland Arena. Junior B1 action between the Maple Ridge Burrards and the Burnaby Lakers here on Junior Laker TV. Cholin up top, extra pass right side, a shot. Oh, a howitzer of a shot ends up off the end wall. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. They're going to call a push play here. It's going to stay Burnaby Lakers ball with a fresh shot clock. So a huge break there if you're the Burnaby Lakers. Only my second game that I've done of this B1 team this year, I believe. Left side, long shot there, Weinstein, and already a much more competitive matchup. The last game I did was against the Poco Saints, where it was a lopsided win for the Saints. So the Burnaby Lakers showing how much they've improved since then. Only a few weeks ago, but you're seeing the signs, the IQ, a low shot there, stopped away by Hastings. Their decisions that they're making in moving the ball are much more clear and concise. Ball will come back out now to the near side. Cholin off the loose ball attempt. Here's Weinstein in front, tried to get the goaltender out of position, but an elbow save there made by netminder Blake Hastings. As the ball will come back with Dip Watt. He'll try to move it across the floor. They had to be wary of the 8-second violation. Again, the Burnaby Lakers able to hem the Burrards into their own end of the floor. Here's Weinstein. He'll walk down the near side. Weinstein hands that one off. Ends up back out now to the left. Here's Ward. Ward up top. Moves it back. Cholin. Low shot. Ends up off the end wall. The ball is picked back up now to the far side. Mateo Gonzalez. He'll hand it off. Another shot attempt there as it ends up off the elbow. Time's expired in the bench minor against the Burrards. We are back 5 aside. The Lakers now move to 1 for 2 on the man advantage here tonight. Cholin comes back down the near side. Hands it off. He'll get the pass through rather and ends up back out now the right side in front. Scores! Brady Gallant will get credit for that one. The call up for the Lakers. And he comes up big. As he will make his way right towards the net. No mistake made by Brady Gallant. That's going to be his first career BC Junior B Tier 1 goal. Congratulations, young man. And Brady Gallant has given the Lakers a 2-goal cushion. It's 4-2. And so we have a trap here called off the face-off. It's going to be Lakers ball. Moslin will get possession of the ball back. He'll hand it off to Ward. Ward moves it back, spinning. Rolls the shoulder. Weinstein up top, Cholin. Cholin fakes, hands it off. An extra pass gets through now to the right side. West hands it off. Superman shot, scores! He can fly like Superman. Lucas Ward goes high up in the air. 5-2 Burnaby. Parachuting into the sky, Lucas Ward elevates that left leg and makes no mistake getting the ball past Blake Hastings. And Burnaby's buzzing in this first period. 5-2 Lakers. Back come the Burrards here. Can they respond? Bennett Burns will pick up the ball off the pass. As the ball will come back right down the middle. Here's Goodall. Goodall hands it off, ends up back out now to the far side. Extra stutter step there. Here's Colton Teasdale. Hands up back up top, extra pass. Gonzalez, a shot there. Gonzalez unable to get that to go. Bouncing shot again. We have a goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty coming up against the Burnaby Lakers. Ball will come back out now out to the near side. Hertzlet, and now we have both players heading to the penalty box. It was originally just going to be a Burnaby penalty, but now it looks like players from both sides are going to be heading to the box. So the power play is nullified for the Burrards. 6:19 to go in the first period of play. 5-2. So it's going to be 4-on-4 indeed. Referee did make signal of what the call is going to be. So both players, or both sides rather, have 2 minutes up on the clock. It is going to be Burrards' ball to begin. Here's Goodall. Goodall has possession. He'll hand it off now out to the left side. Moves it up in front, and that's a save there made. Ball will come back out now down the near side. Here's the hustle by Dong. Lost possession. Dong moves it back out now to the left side. Of course, Lucas Ward, the most recent goal scorer, Burnaby product, born in 2010, just 16 years old. Lucas Ward, the last goal scorer. Here he has the ball once again. Ward lost possession of that one. Longtime member of the Burnaby minor lacrosse system. Back come the Burrards down the near side. Here's Goodall. Makes a move, spins back around at the near side. Here's Hertzlet. Hands it off. As at the far side, the Burrards have possession. Look at the feisty defense, however, of the Lakers. Gonzalez gets it back to Young. Gonzalez, a shot trying to catch Quebec off guard. It was blocked by Bonnie in front. Shot clock violation. It's going to be Burnaby ball, and the bench of the Lakers loves it here. With 5 minutes, nearly 5 minutes remaining here in the first period, Burnaby's up 5-2. As the Burrards will get back possession, ends up now behind the Burrards goal line, coming down the near side with rapid fire speeds. That's Bobby Tilley. Tilley hands that one off. Here's Hertzlet. Hertzlet moves the ball across the floor. Tristan Pritchard. Pritchard up top, fakes. Extra pass gets through. Here's a chance there by Nate Bonner, and that ends up off the Burnaby Lakers netminder, being Matthew Quebeca, and out of play. It's going to stay Burrard's ball. Bonner hands that one off. Dion Gonzalez cross the floor. Here's a shot, and that just evades the left shoulder of Matthew Quebeca. Burrards momentarily had possession. They turn it over, and we're going to have an 8-second violation against the Burnaby Lakers. It's going to be Burrard's ball. As the Maple Ridge Burrards will come up the floor, Hertzlet hands that one off. Hands up back with Pritchard. Pritchard works off the pick. Centering pass. Bonner, a shot. Point blank save made by Matthew Quebeca. Ball will come back out with Peter DeJong. He'll look to move it up the floor. DeJong moves it up to Dong. Xander Dong. Near side. Phoenix Trollin moves it across the floor. Coming down the right side. Good pass right to the center for Brady Galan, looking for his second of the game. Phoenix Trollin lost the ball. Back come the Burrards. It's James Kitch, and he couldn't pick up the loose ball. Ends up all the way in the Burnaby Lakers. And it's indeed going to be a shot clock violation. And this one's going to be against the Burnaby Lakers. So on the offensive end, the Burrards will have possession with 3:30 to go in the first period. So the Burrards have possession. Dion Gonzalez hands that one off. Gonzalez moves it across. Teasdale to the left. Tries to make a move. Ends up now near the goal line. Kane Hepner. Hepner tries to hand it off down to the near side. It's intercepted. Back come the Lakers. Down the other way. Bryce Madsen Gordon tries to complete the pass. Kane Hepner will look to hold his man at center floor. It'll come back now down the near side. As the ball's handed off by Lincoln Johnson Show. Johnson Show moves it back down the near side. Long shot stopped away by Blake Hastings. Hastings will hand that one off out to the near side. As coming up the floor will be the Burrards' Goodall. Goodall spins. Bonner moves it across the floor. In front, Teasdale bouncing ball ends up behind the net. Quebeca back out now to the near side. Teasdale tries to hand it back up top. Fresh shot clock here. Lakers will pick up the ball coming down the near side. Sandini tries to go one-on-one. Sandini fakes, gets around the defender. Sandini picks up the loose ball once again. Still 22 seconds to work with on the shot clock for Sandini. Ball will come back out now to the near side. Phoenix Trolland. Trolland has possession. He'll spin. Trolland coming down, hands it off to Ward. Ward, a shot there, and that is stopped away by Hastings. Check that, I believe we do have a new goaltender now in between the pipes for the Burrards. It's Blake Price. Or check that, Aaron Price in the net now. Ball will come back out now down the near side. Bonner has possession. Goodall. Near side, Bonner. Bonner fakes. Hands it off. Here's a chance. Shot, scores! Tristan Pritchard. Pritchard with his 25th of the year, up to 37 points now for Tristan Pritchard. And just like that, the Burrards are only trailing by 2. So this one continuing to be a close game as advertised. As Pritchard there gets his 25th of the year. Cholin comes down the near side. 1:10 to go in the first period. Phoenix Cholin at the half wall, hands it up top. Jansen Shobe, extra pass to the right. A shot there by Ward, and that's stopped away by Aaron Price. Price trying to find where the ball is. It's stuck between his gear. So we do have a stoppage here. Goaltender was able to get the ball out of his gear. Burrards will try and get possession. It's lost. Back come the Lakers coming down the right side. Here's Rocco Sandini. Sandini comes down the right side of the floor. Bouncing shot ends up wide of the near side post. Lakers will look to keep play alive here on the offensive end of the floor. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock here in the first. Weinstein hands it off to Gallant. Moves it back to the right. Here's a shot, a howitzer. Carter West left that one wide. It's going to stay Burnaby Lakers ball with 20.6 seconds to go. Matthew Quebeca asking if he should come back to the bench, but it looks like a timeout has been called by the coaching staff. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard today for the BC Junior B Tier 1 League, the Victoria Shamrocks defeated the Richmond Roadrunners 16-7. The final score at the Minoru Arena in Richmond. And the Nanaimo Timbermen have lost to the Langley Thunder 17-5 final at the Langley Event Center. So 2 lopsided games in the BC Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League. This one much closer. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule. The Delta Islanders will play the Langley Thunder on Tuesday. That's a 7:30 opening face-off. And the Maple Ridge Burrards will have back-to-back games. Wednesday, they'll be in Coquitlam to take on the Coquitlam Adirondacks. That's a 7:30 opening face-off at the Palace on Poirier. And then a 8 o'clock opening face-off for the Maple Ridge Burrards as they play the Richmond Roadrunners. That is going to be at Minoru Arenas. Meanwhile, the Burnaby Lakers will be back in action next Sunday. Same time, 8 o'clock opening face-off against the Langley Thunder. It's your upcoming schedule here for the BC Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League. Here we go. Final possession of the first period of play. Goalie pulled. Matthew Quebeca's at the bench. Extra attacker out there for the Lakers, and the shot clock's turned off. Here's Garrow. Hands it off, moves it back down the right side. 4 seconds. Trollin fakes, gets the extra pass through. One last shot attempt above the crossbar, and that will do it for the first period of play. As 16-12, the shots on goal in favor of the Burnaby Lakers. And if you're head coach Tyler Kirkby, a lot to be happy about in that first period, as his team is up by 2 goals. 5-3 is the score, and you're seeing Burnaby head back to the dressing room. Of course, still lots to work with for the Burnaby Lakers. 16 shots for the Lakers, 12 for the Burrards. It's been a high-tempo physical period. Both teams are trading chances, and as I said, it should have a fun one. Will Weinstein with a goal, 2 assists so far for the Burnaby Lakers. Phoenix Trollin, the same thing, 3 points. Lucas Ward having a goal as well to call up. Brady Gallant and Ben Waslin both found the net. Meanwhile, for the Burrards, Dion Gonzalez opening the scoring He opened the scoring, continues to be a high-energy guy. Kane Hepner, Tristan Pritchard both scored as well. Nate Bonner and Aiden Goodall each picked up 2 assists tonight. Strong playmaking from them. Of course, the Burrards using both goaltenders, Blake Hastings and Aaron Price. Both teams are scoring in transition as well, so should be an entertaining second period of play. The big question is, can the goaltending for the Maple Ridge Burrards settle in and steal some momentum for Maple Ridge? Or for the Lakers, can they tighten up defensively and limit the Burrards' transition opportunities? Of course, this is only a 2-goal game. Anything can still happen. With that, folks, we shall step aside. 8:30 to go in the intermission clock. We'll be back in just a bit with the second period call. You're watching Burnaby Lakers Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse on Junior Laker TV, powered by Trickshot.
8-19 with a goal for
All right, welcome back inside the Bill Copeland Arena as we get set for the second period of play between the Burnaby Lakers and the Maple Ridge Burrards. High-scoring, fast-paced action in the opening 20 minutes. Lakers jumped out to a 5-3 lead thanks to some excellent play in transition. Lakers lead 5-3. The shots are 16-12. Both teams have shown they can put the ball in the net quickly. Expect more of the same here in the middle frame. Burnaby's been dangerous in transition. Will Weinstein, Phoenix Charlin, and Captain Lucas Ford have been the catalyst so far. The Burrards, however, did push back with that goal from Tristan Pritchard, and they look to start the second period off on the right note. The Burrards moving from right to left on your broadcast screens this period, wearing the blue jerseys with the red and white trim. Lakers going from left to right, wearing the white jerseys with the green and orange trim. Here's Burns. He'll move the ball off to Aiden Hertzlet. Hertzlet tries to go to the extra pass to Goodall, and Goodall still has possession of the ball. 6 seconds to work with. Good pass out now to the right side. Comes back to the goal line. He'll look for the Michigan, and that won't go as the shot was on net, but it stayed out. So the Lakers will now come back with possession. It's moved up now out to the far side. Here is possession of the ball. Bryce Manson-Gordon has it back at the near side. Hands it off to Gallant. Gallant scooping back out now to the far side once again. Now possession will come back out now to the near side. Barclay. Barclay moves possession as he'll get the pass across now to Pritchard. Pritchard up top, evades the oncoming pressure. Pritchard now goes behind the net. Good movement of his feet there to keep that, or prevent himself from going into the crease. As here is Burns. Gonzalez goes on in past the traffic, and Dion Gonzalez is stopped by Matthew Quebeca. Of course, Aaron Price still the netminder for the Maple Ridge Burrards here in the second period. So now we have an effective battle of the number 35s. Chang will hand that one off. Here's Ward. Ward spins as he lost possession. Kitch will look to pick it back up. Comes back out now to the near side. As Kaleja will head up the floor. Anthony Kaleja stops. He'll look to get a pass across, and he does. Out down to the far side. Kaleja to Teasdale. Back for Hepner. Kane Hepner fakes. Hepner fires, and that's stopped by Matthew Quebeca. Hepner picks up possession of the ball once again. Extra pass to the middle, and a save there made by Quebeca. Boy, he's doing it all here today. Hepner has it back, says, let's settle things down a bit. Hepner, good pass behind the back, and Bonner couldn't put that one behind the goalie. Lakers cross center floor, getting past the traffic. Here is Garrett Dickinson. Dickinson thought about a shot, instead hands it off to drop pass to the trailer. As the ball's picked up by Phoenix Trolland. He'll hand it off to Lucas Ward. Left side, a shot by Trolland instead. Boy, I thought he had gotten the pass across to Ward, but Trolland still with possession as he is pinned against the wall by Lincoln Johnson. Shob to the net. Save there made. Effective save by Aaron Price. As the ball ends up now just outside the goal line. It'll be sent back up top, out now to the near side. Ward fakes. Ward, extra pass, gets it through now to the near side. Good pass right down in the middle, and a low shot there. We have a hold call here, and it's going to be a penalty coming up. So the Burnaby Lakers are going to be heading to the power play, as this penalty is going to be against Bennett Burns of the Burrards. So the Lakers are going to be on the power play once again. They'll look to make this one count as well. Ward hands it off. Extra pass out to the near side. Gallant up top. Lucas Ward. Ward off the screen. A shot. He found on it. Instead gets the pass across to the left elbow. That's stopped by Price. Third chance. Oh, Price had to be careful with the pass. Choland will take, and that ends up off the end wall. Here's Landon Guerrero. Hands it off to Ward. 23 seconds on the shot clock. As we have the drum beating in the background as well. Possession knocked away from the Lakers. Back come the Burrards. Here is Tibwad. Tibwad knocked away from the ball. Look at the feisty sticks here for the Lakers. A feisty stick by the Burrards. Here's a good handoff by Chase Vanderwall. Hands it off out to the far side, and we're going to have an illegal substitution penalty. This is going to be the third illegal substitution penalty against the Burrards. It's costly mistakes like these that you don't want to keep repeating over and over and over again. But the third penalty of a bench substitution against the Burrards, as Barclay will come over to serve it. And a 5-on-3 power play here for the Burnaby Lakers for a minute 5 or less. And they'll take their sweet time with this one. Ward hands it off. Here's Lucas Ward, back out now to the left side, backdoor play, and it's unable to be completed for Landon Guerrero. Back come the Burrards, they'll come down the near side, James Kitch. Kitch hustles across. Kitch unable to find possession of that one there. Of course, the Burnaby Lakers have scored once on the power play so far. 1 for 3 so far on the man advantage. Here's Kitch short-handed, tries to go past the shoulder. And that's stopped by Quebeca. It's going to be a turnover. Burnaby will take over here on the 5-on-3. Lakers will come back up the floor. Ward has possession. Good pass right to the middle. And Gallant stopped away by Aaron Price. Burrards will pick up the ball here short-handed. They'll come across the floor. Here's a chance. Spinning right to the net. Oh, a heavy collision there right at the net side. And now the Lakers looking to come back. Effectively a 5-on-2 here. Burns out of the box, back to 5-on-4. Ward up top. Lucas Ward to Gallant. Gallant fakes. Ward, extra pass out. Trollin, a shot stopped by Price. No, they score. Phoenix Trollin's shot will end up bouncing behind Aaron Price, who was left looking behind him. And folks, it's never a good sign when the goaltender has to look behind him. For Phoenix Trollin, a good sign. His second of the game. A wire of a shot. And the Lakers strike second time tonight on the power play. It is 6-3 Burnaby. So the Lakers now up 6-3. As we are back to live action. Ball will be sent back across, out now to the far side. Moved up by Phoenix Trollin. Here's Trollin. Works past the far side. Extra pass gets through, comes out to Landon Guerrero at the near side. Guerrero. For Jansen Schob. Guerrero gets the pass back from Phoenix Trollin, but he couldn't receive it. Here's Bobby Tilley. He'll bring the ball up the floor rather for the Burrards. Tilley. Down to the near side. To Vanderwall. Extra pass. Out for Bonner. Bonner moves it up the right wing. Here's Hertzlet. Extra pass back to Vanderwall. Good pass right now to the middle and easily picked up. The loose ball is that being by Matthew Quebeca. High up into the floor. Ball bounces into the crowd here at the Bill Copeland Arena. So that is going to be a turnover. Burnaby will turn the ball over and the Burrards will pick up possession. Vanderwall up top. He'll fire. Stopped by Matthew Quebeca. The low shot there. As the Lakers will pick up possession. Here's McDougall. He'll come up the near side. McDougall hands that one off. Back for Anthony Kolesha. Check that. That is Will Weinstein of the Lakers. Weinstein, here's Gallant. Walks on in and left that one wide to the end wall. Ward picks it up at the near side. Ward fakes. Looks for his shot. Instead, hands it off to Gallant. Here's Phoenix Trollin. Back for Lucas Ward. Ward tries to go low. A save there made easily by Aaron Price. The ball is back at the near side. A battle for it ensues. Who will come out with possession? Both teams battling against the near wall. Ward moves it back out now to the left side. The Lakers have possession. Here's Ward, near side, and now a pick play called. Illegal pick's going to be the call here. It's going to be a turnover. Burrards will take over. Tilley has possession. He'll still move with it at the near side. Tilly hands that one off as the ball will stay past the center floor line. Tristan Pritchard looking for his second of the game. Pritchard spins. Good move by the shoulder. A save there made. Rebound in front, and Goodall is stopped away as well. We have something brewing behind the Lakers net there. And the referee will say play on. It was away from the play. Goodall up top fakes. Fires. Stopped away. That being Nate Bonner, actually, of the Maple Ridge Burrards. He was stopped away by Matthew Quebeca. Pritchard moves it across now to the far side. Bonner gets around the pressure. Bonner diving in, and a save there made by Quebeca. They're going to call it a crease violation. It's going to be Burnaby ball heading back the other way. So the Lakers will take the ball up the floor. 11:33 to go in the second period. Burnaby up 6-3. Dong to Trolland, out to the near side west for Trolland. Phoenix Trolland back for Jansen Shobe. Jansen Shobe moves it across the floor to West. Now near the goal line, extra pass, and a save there made by Aaron Price. As the Burrards netminder able to make the save, and this is going to be an illegal substitution penalty. This time it's going to be against the Burnaby Lakers, who are left confused. Burnaby is not happy with the call, but it is going to be a Lakers penalty. So we talked about the mistakes here. This one's going to be a Burnaby mistake, as the Lakers are going to be shorthanded for illegal substitution. So now power play emancipating for the Maple Ridge Burrards here at Bill Copeland Arena. Almost 9 o'clock local time. Appreciate everyone spending their Sunday evening here with us. Good way to end off the weekend with some Sunday night lacrosse. Busy weekend for us here at Trickshot Live, doing WLA as well as everything else that we have the opportunity to do. Busy upcoming weekend for us as well, with 2 games of the Coquitlam Matamax, one on Friday, one on Sunday, I believe. Ball will come back out to the near side. A good pass to the center, and that's stopped away. As now they're going to call it a turnover. This is going to be Burnaby Lakers ball. Back come the Lakers down the near side, as Waslin got up ahead with speed. Waslin hands that one off. Here's Jansen Shobe. Jansen Shobe moves it across the floor now to Ward at the near side. Lucas Ward spins. Ward still has possession at the near side. He'll look for open space to work with. Instead, turns the ball over. Back comes Tilly for the Burrards. He'll cross center floor. Tilly coming down the near side. He'll hand it off before going to the bench for a change. Pritchard has possession at the near side. Pritchard moves the ball across the floor. Comes back up top. There's Kane Hepner. Extra pass to the right. A shot there. A bullet of a shot ends up to the end wall, as the bouncing ball is going to be over the center floor line. It's going to be over and back. Man, the Burnaby Lakers will take over here on offense. 10 minutes to go midway through the second period. 6-3 lead for the Burnaby Lakers here tonight. You're watching Burnaby Lakers Junior B1 Lacrosse on Junior Laker TV, powered by Trickshot. The Garage Lully with the call here. Joined by Shahan on camera, Matthew in the producer's chair. Our pleasure to bring you this game. Crease violation called against the Burnaby Lakers. The Maple Ridge Burrards will take back over on offense. Here's Bennett Burns. Hertzlet gains possession at the near side, hands it off to Bonner, as he'll move it to Pritchard. Pritchard up top, extra pass out to the right. Pritchard, extra pass again, stopped away by Quebeca. Here's Teasdale, centering pass to Bonner, won't get through. Lakers will pick up the ball. It's moved back out now to the near side. Lakers will head up the floor. Here's Bryce Manson-Gordon. Manson-Gordon will move it across now to the Burrards, as James Kitch will pick up possession. Extra pass, Downley, back for Kitch. He'll move it in front, and it's going to be a crease violation call, says the official. Lakers will come back out down the near side. Mateo Gonzalez. Check time, that's going to be pretty Gallant rather with possession. Gallant. Move it back up top. Here's Will Weinstein. Extra pass. Ward scores! Lucas Ward with his second of the game. And the 16-year-old rookie has 2. And Burnaby slowly building up a cushion here. As you see, good extra pass. And that will be a top shelf snipe for Lucas Ward, his second of the game. And the Lakers have another. Of course, this Burnaby team just 1 win this season. Looking to double up their win total here if they can continue on with this performance. We're going to have a push play called. So this is going to be Burnaby Lakers ball here. Fresh shot clock to work with. Ward. Near side shot as they tried to set the screen in front of Price in front. Wouldn't work to no avail here for the Lakers. Tilley brings the ball back here on offense for the Burrards. Tilley comes down the near side. Tilley hands that one back. Here's Vanderwalt. Extra pass. Hepner moves it back out now to the far side. Hepner top Teasdale. Extra pass. Hepner fakes, fires, stopped by Quebeca. Rebound ends up in front of the netminder, that being Matthew Quebeca. It's a loose ball. Which team will gain possession here? Both teams fighting for it at the near side. As the ball is handed back off. Hepner ends up with it back up top. Scoop shot ends up through Hepner. Vanderwalt. At the left side, here's a chance. Hepner walks in, and a save there made by the netminder. Ball will come back out of the near side. Hertzlet hands it off. Out now to the far side once again. Burrards moving here. Ball was partially blocked. That shot was partially blocked. Have some rough stuff here in the Burnaby end of the floor. A heavy hit. And they're going to call that a penalty here. A check of the shoulder. So Kitch is going to be heading off. Illegal check is going to be the penalty. And it's going to be a Burnaby Lakers power play. Lakers looking to capitalize here on the man advantage, as they have scored twice on the power play here tonight. Lucas Ward hands it off. Phoenix Cholin back for Lucas Ward up top behind the back. Extra pass. Go on. Shoots. That's above the crossbar. Cholin picks up possession at the far side half wall. He'll hand it off to Ward. Ward fakes back for Cholin. Cholin at the elbow. Up top Ward. Down to Gallant. Gallant passes it right to the doorstep. Back for Gallant. Gallant elbow shot ends up wide of the near post. Cholin gets it back up top. He'll take. And that goes through the wickets but not past the goal line. Stays Burnaby ball here momentarily. Loose ball. Guerrero has his stick wrestled away, and the Lakers still have possession. The coaches love it. Gallant, far side. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. Gallant for Lucas Ward. Back for Gallant. Extra pass, Charlin. He'll move it now and back to the doorstep here for Will Weinstein. Weinstein, Ward, near side. Lucas Ward fakes, fires off the crossbar. What a passing play set up by the Lakers. They just could not beat the netminder or the good old U.S. Steel. Ball will come back out of the near side. Gallant hands it off to Ward. 5:49 to go in the second period. Lucas Ward tries to go low. A save there made by Aaron Price. Price will take possession. Bouncing shot ends up back at center floor. It's intercepted. Here's Sandini. He'll come up the near side. Hands it off and will head to the bench here for the change. Ward fakes. Looked like he was going to take a shot. Trollin gets it back up top to Gallant. Gallant for Ward. Gallant. Trollin. Fires. Scores! Hat-trick goal for Phoenix Trollin. All three scored on the power play. And Trollin is up to 21 goals now on the season. A replay here. Good pass by Golan. Extra pass set up for Phoenix Trolland. Long-time member of the Burnaby Lakers. Phoenix Trolland has Burnaby up by 5. The Lakers are now up 8-3 with 5:07 to go off that power play goal. Burns will pick up possession. Will come down the near side. Of course, Phoenix Trolland, the product of Abbotsford, BC, has come up through the Abbotsford Warriors minor lacrosse program. Talent of the Fraser Valley. Ball comes back out now to the far side. As bouncing ball will end up back near the Burnaby Lakers bench. They're going to call it over and back. It's going to be Lakers ball here with 4:44 to go in the second period. Shots 30-24 in favor of the Burnaby Lakers. Here is Ward for Landon Garrow. Garrow back for Ward to West. Weinstein behind the net ends up called for the crease violation. Ball will come back out to Tilley at the near side. Tilley has possession. He'll hustle down the near side wall. Tilley has possession, moves it across now to the far side of the floor. Ball will come back up top at the near side. Tilley hands it off. He'll move it back down on the right side. Long shot there, ends up off the end wall and down to the outside of the net. As it comes back out on the near side. Lakers still with possession. Here's Chang. Chang, near side, will take the ball up the floor here for the Lakers. Hands it off. As the ball will be handed off to Jansen Shobe. To Phoenix Trolland. Near side, Ward. Lucas Ward fakes, fires, tries to go over the shoulder. And that'll end up right near the goal line. Ball will come back up top now to the near side. Barkley to Dowsley. Here's Pritchard. Fakes. Pritchard ends up behind the net. Tries the lacrosse play, or the Michigan play rather. And that won't go. Ball will come back out now to the near side. Lakers will pick up the loose ball. It's scooped up here by Spencer Koskinen. Koskinen tried to pass it back to the trailer. He's stripped of the ball. Back come the Burrards, one-on-one. James Kitch. Kitch tries to get around the oncoming Burnaby pressure, but unable to evade it. Koskinen will pick it back up here for the Lakers, and he's held back and now thrown to the ground. As Koskinen, 8-second violation. The ball's going to be with the Maple Ridge Burrards. Near side. Good pass to the cutter. A shot there stopped away by Matthew Quebeca. Loose ball scooped up by Goodall. Goodall. Right side. Fakes. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Maple Ridge Burrards here. Perhaps trying to settle things down with 2:32 to go in the frame. You see there the Maple Ridge Burrards coaching staff. Of course, coaching staff for the Burnaby, or the Maple Ridge Burrards, head coach Rich Bonner. Assistant coach is Dayton Vidovich. And then you see across the floor the coaching staff for the Burnaby Lakers, head coach Tyler Kirkby, assistant coach Josh Bramley, and the manager is Ryan Smith. And so we'll get set with a little bit of perspiration out on the floor. It'll be picked up. And we'll now head back to live action with the Burrards having possession. Hertzlet will bring in with the ball. Hertzlet hands it off. Guess he'll get the pass off to Vanderwall. Vanderwall moves it out to the far side. It's out of play. The Lakers will take over here on offense. Rocco Sandini comes down the near side. Here's Waslin. Hands it off to West. West moves the ball out now to the far side. Phoenix Trolland. Trolland up top. Fakes. Hands it off to Landon Garrow at the near side. Garrow for Trolland. Trolland gets around the pressure. Trolland goes low, and that's a save there made by Aaron Price. He'll hand it off to Bennett Burns. Burns coming in all alone for the Burrards here down the near side on the offensive end of the floor. Bennett Burns has possession. He'll move it back to Teasdale. Burns, loose ball. Great move there by the stick of the Burnaby Lakers defender. Able to buy Burnaby more time to get set defensively. Ball will come back out now to the near side, and it's picked back up. And a great shift there defensively for Lucas Ward. Ward has possession. Hands it off, trying to hand it off at least to Jansen Shope. As the ball will end up back with Carter West. So Ward near side. Ward ends up behind the goal line. Still has possession. At the near side, hands it off. Extra pass up top. Weinstein, a shot stopped away by the netminder. And now they're going to call an illegal pick here. As possession is going to go back the other way. It is going to be the Burnaby Lakers ball. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go here in the second period. Landon Garrow hands it off to Phoenix Trolland. Trolland fakes. Extra pass gets through now to the far side. As the ball will come back now behind the goal line. It's handed off. Low shot there, and that ends up wide of the net. Bouncing ball will end up now to the far side. Now as the ball is picked back up by Matthew Quebeca. Lakers moving possession well here. 8-second differential shot and game clock. Landon Garrow has possession at the near side. Garrow fakes. Pass to Trolland. A shot, scores! Make it 4 in the game for Phoenix Trolland. And make that 22 on the season for Phoenix Trolland. 9-3 Lakers with 19.2 seconds to go in the second period. Big shot and a big goal by Phoenix Trolland. Of course, the Burrards recently using their timeout here in the second period. And so now it'll be Lakers ball once again. Here's Waslin, walks in. Waslin shoots off the post. And illegal substitution penalty here. Looks like this is going to go against the Lakers. So indeed, it will be a Burnaby penalty for illegal substitution. And the Burrards will be on the power play for the final 11.3 seconds here of the second period. And if they're unable to score, it will carry over into the second period. The ball will come back out now to the near side. Hand it off. Here's Pritchard. Shoots, scores! Tristan Pritchard goes low, stick side past Matthew Quebeca. Or low glove side, rather, and that's a big goal for the Burrards. It may not seem like it on the score sheet, folks, but goals like that are what spark comeback attempts and opportunities. A goal late in the second period, and the Burrards able to cut into the deficit before the intermission. So off the draw, we are finished up here in the second period. See some words being exchanged between the two sides. The referee having to be quick to separate players. So that'll do it for the second period of play. Shots on goal in the second by Maple Ridge, 12 by Burnaby 19. The Lakers are up 35-24 on the shots. Second period goals, 4 coming from the Lakers. Phoenix Trolland having 3 of those 4 Burnaby goals. Lucas Ward having the other goal. Of course, Trolland would make it 6-3 before Ward would make it 7-3, 8-3, 9-3 goals coming from Phoenix Trolland. And then Tristan Pritchard would get another goal. As the goal by Tristan Pritchard would be his second of the game. Big goal for the Burrards heading into the intermission. Folks, we shall step aside here for the second intermission. When we return, it's the third period of play. Your score after 40 minutes here at the Bill Copeland Arena. The Burnaby Lakers 9, the Maple Ridge Burrards 4. This is Burnaby Lakers Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse on Junior Laker TV, powered by Trickshot.
27, with a assist from Will Weiss.
Welcome back inside Bill Copeland Arena for the third period of play between the Burnaby Lakers and the Maple Ridge Burrards. Burnaby Lakers have taken firm control of this one. Fast-paced 2 periods of play at first, but it's all Lakers right now. 9 goals on 35 shots. Maple Ridge has 4 goals on 25 shots. Very one-sided second period. Burnaby outscored Maple Ridge 4-1. 3 of those goals coming from Phoenix Trolland. 4 goals total for him in the game. And the Lakers have been playing very well on transition. Will Weinstein, Lucas Ward, Brady Gallant, and Phoenix Trolland have been all very lethal on the rush. Trolland has been very good on the special teams. Burrards did show some pushback with Tristan Pritchard second of the game on the power play at the end of the second, but they've struggled with too many penalties and defensive lapses. Both teams have multiple illegal substitution bench minors, so the game has been choppy because of it. In this third period, can the Lakers continue to pour it on, or will they take their foot off the gas pedal, and will the Burrards respond with pride and pushback, or is this one getting away from them? We are off and underway in the third period of play. Jagrod Lolly with the call, joined by Shahan on camera, Matthew, the producer's chair. On behalf of Trickshot, we'd like to welcome you to the third period of this broadcast on Junior Laker TV. Happy to have you along here with us on this Sunday evening. Burnaby will be going from right to left on your screens, as the Burrards will be going from left to right, wearing the blue jerseys with the red and white trim. Back to live action here. 45 seconds have elapsed in the third period, as the ball will come back with Lincoln Jackson Shobe. Johnson Shobe hands it off to Weinstein. He'll move it back out now to the right side. Xander Dong hands it off, and Johnson Shobe couldn't pick up the loose ball. Weinstein at the near side corner. He is stripped away from the ball. It's picked back up down the near side. Gonzalez has possession. He'll hand it off to Aiden Goodall. Goodall at the near side corner will look for open space to work with. It'll come back out now past the goal line, as the Lakers still with possession. McDougall moves up the floor. McDougall stops back. He'll come down the near side. McDougall hands it off. Here's Trolland. Works up the near side. Stops. Good pass inside. Weinstein one-on-one and stopped by Aaron Price. Of course, the Burrards will come back down the near side, as here's Anthony Kaleja. Kaleja uses the shoulder, being whacked away. Kaleja hands it off to the trailer. We're going to have a penalty coming up here. It's going to be against the Burnaby Lakers. Gonzalez, near side, has possession at the corner. Aaron Price is in on the bench for the extra attacker. It's going to be a slashing call, this one coming up against Burnaby. Spencer Cal... Looks like, yes, this penalty is going to be against Spencer Kalistinen. So Kalistinen's going to be heading off. 2 minutes for slashing. And the Burrards with a chance here on the power play to try and cut this deficit even narrower. Nate Bonner has possession. He'll move it down the near side. Goodall back to the goal line. Goodall up top. Bonner. Extra pass, moves it back to his left. Inside. Bonner, low shot stopped away. Gonzalez picks up the rebound, as Gonzalez will end up with it back at the near side. Here's Bonner. He'll stop back. Bonner for Pritchard. Pritchard for Bonner. Pritchard. Goodall to Pritchard. Check that, Bonner. Bonner for Pritchard off the screen. Pritchard shoots. Stopped away by Matthew Quebeca. Great save by the netminder, point blank. And we're going to have a turnover here. It's going to be Maple Ridge ball. So Matthew Quebeca will give this back to the Burrards, as Goodall will have possession. Bonner, power play, going to work here for the Burrards. Bonner, Pritchard, back for Bonner. Nate Bonner, pass to the doorstep, ends up getting through. Pritchard, up top, Bonner, a shot, and that's partially blocked in front. Rebound with Goodall, ends up wide of the far post. Ball's picked up by Pritchard. As the shot clock has 6 seconds remaining, here's a cut right to the front of the net, and Aiden Hertzlet left it wide. It's going to be a turnover. Ball's going to head back with the Burnaby Lakers. Here's Dong at his own end of the floor. Lost possession of the ball. Scooped back up. Burns. Bennett Burns moves it back out to the near side. Dybon has possession. Extra pass gets through out now to the near side. Here's Bonner. Moves it back out to the left. Bonner for Kane Hepner. Here's Bonner for Hepner. Hefner for Goodall. Goodall shoots through traffic, and that's a save there made. Have some rough stuff here near Matthew Quebeca. In transition, Dong on the breakaway. Back the other way. Dong fakes. Good pass to the trailer. Didn't get through. Back come the Burrards here on the near side. Nate Bonner hands it off. Up top, here's a low shot attempt there. And Jeremy Dybwad unable to get that to go. Check that was Carter Dowsley instead. Here are the Lakers as they'll move up the floor. DeJong has possession. Time's expired in the penalty against Spencer Kalistinen. So the Burrards unable to capitalize on the man advantage there. Here's Lincoln Jansen-Shobe. Jansen-Shobe, Weinstein, extra pass out to the right, a shot. And the referee had to be careful there as well, as did our crowd. Ball will come back out now to the near side. So the Burrards will move up the floor. Gonzalez hands it off out now, up top. Pritchard, far side. Pritchard, Bonner, near side. Bonner gets the pass through, out down to the near side, ends up back up top. As the pass will end up past the goal line, ends up behind the net. Burrards looking to move the ball here. They'll try and get a shot away. It won't go. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Burnaby Lakers ball. Again, Lakers back in action next Sunday as the Langley Thunder come to town. It's an 8 o'clock opening face-off. Can't make it out here to the Swamp in Burnaby. Be sure to tune in on trickshotlive.ca for all your Burnaby Lakers Junior A and B1 home games. Shot there, and that's a save there made by Aaron Price, who was left looking behind him and didn't know where the ball was going to be. Looks like we're going to have a holding the stick penalty here coming up. Wow. So it's going to be a holding the stick penalty coming up here against the Lakers. And yes, it was right there in front of the netminder, as you can see, just outside that perimeter where the stick was held. And Will Weinstein's going to be heading off. 2 minutes for holding the stick. The Maple Ridge Burrards will be back on the power play. Of course, taking a look at the Burrards' goal so far tonight, just the one power play goal from Tristan Pritchard at the end of the second period of play. They've gotten their chances as they are 1 for 4 on the power play so far. Good pass right to the middle, and Quebeca makes the save on Pritchard. Pass, a heavy check out now to the far side. Penalty coming up here. This is going to go against the Burrards. Too much physicality at the end of it, but shout out to the Lakers. Ethan Lewis able to draw the penalty there. As Nate Bonner is going to be heading off. 2 minutes for slashing. We're at 4-on-4 lacrosse once again. 14:44 to go in the third period. Burnaby Lakers up 9-4 here tonight on the Maple Ridge Burrards at the Bill Copeland Arena. Back to live action. Challen hands the ball off, ends up down to the far corner. As the Lakers will get it right back up top. Long shot stopped away. As now the Maple Ridge Burrards will pick up possession. It'll end up right to center floor. Comes back down the near side. Ward knocked away from the ball. Here's Burns. Burns hands it off. Vanderwall. Vanderwall has possession to Goodall. Goodall fakes, fires off the chest there of Matthew Quebeca. And because it was off of Matthew Quebeca's chest, they're going to say it's going to stay Maple Ridge ball. Shots on goal, 37-31 in favor of the Burnaby Lakers. Burrard still have possession of the ball. Ends up right in front. Goodall tries to go over the shoulder. And the great stick play there by Burnaby's Spencer Kalistinen. Able to buy the Lakers some time. Here's a chance. Gonzalez walks in. And a save there made by Matthew Quebeca. Back come the Lakers here on the attack as they'll move up the floor. Chang evades the oncoming pressure of Tristan Pritchard. Chang will hand it off to Phoenix Challen before heading off to the bench. Challen looking for his 5th goal of the night. Challen, a bit of a hezzy spin, hands it off to the right side. A shot there. And the shot by Burnaby's Landon Giroux is unsuccessful. Here's Townsley. Lakers on the power play here. As the ball will end up back out now to the far side. Sandini couldn't pick it up. It's a heavy check there in front of the Burnaby Lakers bench. Lakers come up with the ball. They'll move across center floor. As they'll come back down the near side. A fake, a handoff. Weinstein over the shoulder. He scores. Will Weinstein has another. He opened the scoring for Burnaby in tonight's game, and he gets the most recent goal. Double digits up for the Burnaby Lakers. They're up 10-4. And you'll take a look here at the replay for the Burnaby Lakers. Weinstein gets the pass. And he is able to get the Burnaby Lakers up to 10 goals. It's going to be a turnover here. So for the Burnaby Lakers, they put up 10 goals for the fourth time this season. And now up 10-4, backdoor, and that great save made by Price. The backdoor pass is stopped, and Aaron Price makes the save. Here's Doucette. Moves it up to Pritchard. Far side, Pritchard knocked away from the ball. As it'll come back out to Tristan Pritchard at the near side. Back go the Lakers. Down the near side. Chang stripped of the ball. Great defensive hustle by Nate Bonner. Bonner comes down the near side. There's Nate Bonner, 10-4 lead for the Burnaby Lakers. Bonner hands it off. Backdoor save made by Matthew Quebeca. Ball will come back out down to the near side. As it will be handed off down to the near side once again. And now we're going to have a turnover. It's going to be 8-second violation. And the Maple Ridge Burrards will take over. Out now to the far side. Adam Hertzlet. Hertzlet, bouncing pass, ends up in front. Now to near the goal line. Now we have some rough stuff here. Aside to the side of Matthew Quebeca, where it's being exchanged. And no, the referee's going to signal play to keep going. Here comes Dickinson. Near side, and now we have an altercation here, I believe. Altercation, rather, between the benches. And we'll see what the referee calls. They're just blowing the whistle at this point. Words still being exchanged between Burnaby's Landon Giroux and the Maple Ridge bench. So now Giroux is going to be heading off to the penalty box. And it's going to be 5 minutes for high sticking. Very rarely do we see high sticking penalties in the sport of lacrosse. And so now it looks like it's going to be a 5-minute power play for the Maple Ridge Burrards. Pritchard brings the ball alive. Here's Goodall. Hands it off to the near side. Goodall up top. Tristan Pritchard back for Goodall. He'll take a save there made by Quebeca. Ball will come back now down the near side once again. Goodall for Pritchard. Pritchard, extra pass back out now to the left side. Here's Pritchard, a shot stopped away by goaltender Matthew Quebeca as Aiden Hertzlet trying to get one to go there. And now the Lakers will try and kill off as much time off the clock as they can. A heavy throw out down to the floor. And now you'll see a turnover here. It's going to stay with the Burnaby Lakers because of the physicality from the Maple Ridge Burrards. And this game has only gotten more choppy and physical as the game has gone on. Here's Phoenix Trolland. Trolland near side, the slight hezzy. He'll move the ball now down the near side of the floor. Ball's knocked back by Trolland. Trolland spins. Out now to the near side. Trolland goes back. Low shot. Oh, he had to be careful. as Aaron Price almost left the ball behind him. Here's Tilley heading back up the floor on the power play for the Burrards. Of course, the 5-minute major penalty being served by Giroux for high sticking. Pritchard up top. Nate Bonner fakes, moves it back out to Kane Hepner. Hepner back at the far corner. There's Kane Hepner. Extra pass up top, Pritchard. One more. Bonner, a shot right at the buzzer. Superman on the rebound there. A Superman shot. That's also stopped by Matthew Quebeca. And now we're seeing a lot more physicality. Running up is Claire. Claire tosses it high up into the air. And the Burnaby bench is loving it. Here's Waslin. Gets it back out to the near side corner. Waslin hands it off for Ward. Ward coming down the left side. Ward tries to walk in. Backhand ends up wide. Claire getting all the pats up there from his teammates as he was back on the bench. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Well, if you're Burnaby, you'll take it. You're up by 6 goals. Just looking to kill as much time off of the clock as you can. Gonzalez has possession. He'll move it now down to the middle of the floor. Pritchard hands it off out now to the far side. Pritchard for Goodall. Goodall, extra pass now near the goal line. Goodall back up top, and that is intercepted. The ball goes low. It'll come back across now out to the far side. Price will pick up possession of the ball. Long shot attempt there, and that ends up wide. As the ball will come back out now to the near side. Here's Koskinen. Koskinen. They'll move that one back out. Challen, near side. Phoenix Challen. At the half wall. Will elect to just kill as much time off of the clock as he can. Burrards will head back up the floor. Here's Tilley. Extra pass to Nate Bonner. And we're going to have an illegal substitution penalty here against the Burnaby or against the Maple Ridge Burrards. That is the 4th time they have taken an illegal substitution penalty in this game. So definitely something to clean up for the Maple Ridge Burrards, as they have now taken 4 illegal substitution penalties. And just like that, this is now a 4-on-4 for another minute 47 or less. Or no, it will be minute 47 before it will be a power play for Burnaby. Weinstein hands it off to West. Extra pass gets through now to the right side. A long shot ends up wide of the post. Ball will come back out now to the near side. There's Jalen Show. Lincoln, not being Lincoln Johnson Show, rather. As now the Burrards will head back up the floor. Down the right side's Kaleja. Kaleja hands it off. And it's a great stick play there. Unfortunately, unable to evade the oncoming pressure were the Lakers. Ball's moved back down the near side. Goodall. Goodall for Gonzalez. Gonzalez fires off the end wall. Goodall pick up the rebound, and that will be wide as well. Slow to get up is Dion Gonzalez of the Burrards. He'll eventually make his way back to the bench, favoring that left leg from what I can see from my vantage point. Regardless, we're back to live action here as the Burnaby Lakers will have possession on their own end of, or the offensive end of the floor. Phoenix Challen for number 5, dives on in, and a crease violation called. And it's going to be Burrard's ball here. 38 seconds to go in the major penalty against the, 44 seconds to go rather in the 28 seconds to go in the penalty against the Lakers, 40 seconds to go in the penalty against the Burrards. Here's Aiden Hertzlet. Hertzlet spinning back around, knocked away from the ball. Hertzlet ends up back up top. Long shot stopped away by Quebeca. Where's the ball? It's behind the net. And they're going to say that it went through the crease, so it's going to be Burnaby Lakers ball. Lakers will elect to take their time here with this possession. As time's expired in the penalty against Landon Giroux, so the 5-minute major successfully killed off. And this is going to be a power play Now for the Burnaby Lakers for another 2 seconds and 1. Time's expired. We're back 5 aside. Trollen a shot. That's a pad save, a heavy hit, and a penalty coming up here against the Burrards. Trollen gains possession to Weinstein. Now to the far side. 6-on-5 opportunity here for the Burnaby Lakers. Weinstein moves it now to the right side. Ball's back out now to the right side once again. A shot off the crossbar as the Burrards will now look to pick up possession of the ball, and they will. So cross-checking will be the call. As heading right back to the penalty box is going to be Cash Barkley. So a cross-check here to Cash Barkley, and it will be the Burnaby Lakers on the power play. .5:32 to go in the third period. Burnaby up 10-4 here tonight. Against the Maple Ridge Burrards. Ward drops it back out now to the right side. Ward tries to pick up possession. He lost it. Ward now gets it back. Ward, extra pass out now to the right side. Tries to thread it across back door. Trollen tries to pick up possession. Trollen unable to do so. There's Phoenix Trollen. Walks in. A save there made by Price. The ball will come back out now to the far side. Moved back out to the near side. Weinstein couldn't gain possession. Ward up top has possession. Trollen, far side. Right side shot off the crossbar. So the penalty to Cash Barkley. Check from behind. Trollen gains possession. Knocks it back to Ward. Extra pass out to the right. Back up top Ward. Trollen to the left. Phoenix Trollen up top Ward. Lucas Ward, extra pass to go on. Back for Trollen in front of the net. Trollen spinning. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Trollen up top Ward trying to go behind the back. Ends up sending the ball out now to the far corner. Carter West up top. Long shot by Lucas Ward, and that's stopped away by Price. Trollen picks up the loose ball. 26 seconds to go in the power play. Phoenix Trollen to Lucas Ward. Ward moves it back out to his right. Extra pass out now to the far side once again. Here's Trollen. Fakes, fires, and that's wide of the goal. Trollen now with another chance. Shot scores! Off the goaltender and in. That is 5 for Phoenix Trollen. 11-4 for the Burnaby Lakers. A 5-goal night for Phoenix Trollen as he stayed patient, did not rush a shot, and because of that, after he picked up that loose ball on his own rebound, is able to bank it off the goaltender and in. So now Phoenix Trollen has 5, Burnaby has 11, and the Burnaby Lakers are looking to pick up their second win of the season. Of course, they came in tonight with a 1-9-1 record. Now looking to turn the narrative on that. Kaleja will have possession. And at the far side. Kaleja hands it off to Goodall. Goodall moves up the floor. Coming down the near side. As Teasdale unable to pick up possession of the ball. Here come the Lakers from their own end, looking ahead to the offensive end of the floor. Sandini fakes. Sandini, extra pep in his step, goes right to the net, stomped away by Price. It's going to be called a crease violation. Burrards will take back over less than 3 minutes to go in this one. Tybwad hands that one off. It ends up back out now to the near side. Gonzalez to the left side. Moves it back out now to the far corner. Ball will come back out now to the near side. Gonzalez scoops the ball up. Dion Gonzalez tries to cut right to the net. Falling down, couldn't get a shot away, but does draw a penalty as this is going to be a penalty coming up against the Burnaby Lakers. Good sportsmanship there by the Burnaby Lakers, number 25, Rocco Sandini, as he is the one that's going to be called for the penalty, but he did help up Dion Gonzalez before making his way to the penalty box. It's going to be 2 minutes for a check from behind. And the Burrards will be on the power play for all but 24 seconds of this game if necessary, as we have 2:24 to go in the second period. Gonzalez. Here's Bonner. Bonner to Pritchard, back for Bonner. Bouncing ball ends up back here into the hands of the Lakers. Koskinen turns it over. Here's Gonzalez, walks in, shoots, he scores! Dion Gonzalez with a quick goal there for the Burrards on the power play, and one that they will appreciate. As you see here, it's just a turnover for the Lakers, and Gonzalez makes no mistake beating Quebeca one-on-one. And it's a 6-goal game once again with 2:01 to go in the frame. It's going to be a power play goal for the Burrards. Of course, the next time these two teams face off will be over at the Cam Neely Arena in Maple Ridge. That's Friday, June the 19th. A couple weeks from now at the Cam Neely. 8:30 opening face-off, so be sure to make your way over there for the sequel between these two teams. Despite what the score tells you, it's been a very entertaining game today, as the Burnaby Lakers coming out hungry, trying to get their second win of the year. Good pass in front. Bonner, a shot, and it's going to be a crease violation here called. Again, good sportsmanship by the Burnaby Lakers, helping out the fallen Ridge player, that being Nate Bonner. Of course, the Burnaby Lakers will be back in action next Sunday, taking on the Langley Thunder. Ball will come back out down to the far side. Of course, the Burnaby Lakers' only win this season coming at the hands of the Langley Thunder back on June 2nd. So that being just a mere 5 days ago, where the Lakers defeated the Langley Thunder for their first win of the season. And now 2 wins in a week for the Burnaby Lakers. Close one with the Salmon Bellies, close game with the Salmon Bellies as well. So things looking like they're trending in the right direction for this Burnaby Lakers team. Burrards looking to get going on offense. Goodall lost it. Gonzalez gets it back. 6 seconds to work with. Here's Dion Gonzalez. Works back around out down to the near side. And they're going to call a penalty here with a heavy collision at the near corner. And the captain of the Burnaby Lakers will take this penalty. So Ben Waslin's going to be making his way to the bench. 27.2 seconds to go. Just a tough penalty to take, as it looks like a bit of a shoulder issue there for the fallen Burrard player. So we'll see what the referees come up and decide. As to what will be the call here. So they're going to call a boarding. I'm trying to see if it's going to be 5 or just a 2. That'll be it for Waslin. So Waslin will make his way over to the Burnaby dressing room. Man, I don't think they have anything up on the clock. Penalty kill coming up here for the Burnaby Lakers in the last possession of this one. So it will indeed be a 5 in a game for Ben Waslin. We'll see if if there's a suspension potentially that carries over into the next game, that being a week from now. Here's Goodall, ends up with it behind the net. Bonner, top, moves it back out to the left side. Bonner, extra pass Pritchard. Pritchard moves it over. Here's Kane Hepner, knocked away from the ball. The Lakers will pick it back up, and they'll look to carry it forward. Out now into the Burrards end. The Burnaby Lakers, with their second win of this 2026 campaign, defeat the Maple Ridge Burrards by a final score of 11-5 here tonight. And a well-played game by both teams ends in a win for the Burnaby Lakers. Hard played action on both sides. Matthew Quebeca will lead the charge. And both teams will look to carry perhaps lessons learned in this game as they will rematch a couple weeks from now. I talked about it at the Cam Neely Arena as the Burnaby Lakers defeat the Maple Ridge Burrards, a much-needed win. Now, the Burrards would strike first, but Burnaby responded quickly and never looked back. After the game was tied 2-2 midway through the opening period, the Lakers were exposed to 4 unanswered goals to take a 5-2 lead. Maple Ridge got one back late in the frame, but Burnaby carried a 5-3 advantage into the intermission. The Lakers would take control in the second period, outscoring the Burrards 4-1 to build a commanding 9-4 lead. Burnaby's power play continued to click in the third. They added 2 goals en route to an 11-5 final. Your top performers for today's game: Phoenix Trolland with 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Will Weinstein, 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. Brady Gallant, a goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Gallant getting his first career Junior B1 goal. Lucas Ward with 3 points as well. Meanwhile, for the Maple Ridge Burrards, Tristan Pritchard and Dion Gonzalez each with 2 goals. Aiden Goodall and Nate Bonner, 3 assists each. By the numbers, Burnaby 46 shots, Maple Ridge 42. Burnaby 5 for 9 on the power play, Maple Ridge 2 for 7. Burnaby with 11 goals on 46 shots. Maple Ridge with 5 goals on 42 shots. The takeaways for today's game, folks: Burnaby's power play was the difference. 5 power play goals buried the Burrards. And the trio of Trolland, Weinstein, and Gallant dominated. They combined for 17 points in this contest. Burnaby's second period decided the game as they turned a 2-goal lead into a 5-goal cushion and never allowed Maple Ridge to get back into it. So now the Burnaby Lakers, with their second win of the season, coming off their first win just a mere 5 days ago, will look to carry forward that same momentum next week when they take on the Langley Thunder. Meanwhile, for the Maple Ridge Burrards, they head into a back-to-back swing. First against the Copeland Adirondacks on Wednesday at the Palace on Poirier, then on Thursday at Minnesota Arena against the Richmond Road Runners. The next edition of Burnaby Lakers Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse comes to you live next Sunday, June the 14th, as the Burnaby Lakers welcome the Langley Thunder here to the Swamp, the Bill Copeland Arena, for an 8 o'clock opening face-off. 8 o'clock again, the opening face-off scheduled here at the Bill Copeland Arena. If you can't make it out to the Swamp, be sure to join our crew here at Trickshot Live for the call. 8 o'clock will be the opening face-off. Now, on behalf of Shahan on camera, Matthew in the producer's chair, this is your Garage Lonely's saying so long from the Swamp, the Bill Copeland Arena here in Burnaby. We'll talk to you again next time with more Burnaby Lakers Lacrosse. You have been watching Burnaby Lakers Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse on Junior Laker TV, powered by Trickshot. Good night from Burnaby.